Donald Trump has had a tumultuous first year, with a special counsel investigating the Russian connection to his campaign, to the inability of repealing the Affordable Care Act, to passing a super unpopular tax bill. But this got me wondering, how would this first presidential year be if Hillary Clinton had become president? To begin with, Clinton's approval rating would probably not be much higher than Trump's is now, and even if she had won the few hundred more votes in key states that she needed to become president, it is unlikely that Republicans would have lost control of the House or Senate. Inside the White House, top jobs would include John Podesta as her chief of staff, Joe Biden as Secretary of State, Sheryl Sandberg as Secretary of the Treasury, Michelle Flournoy as Secretary of Defense, Loretta Lynch retained as Attorney General, and Jennifer Palmieri as White House Press Secretary. Outside of the White House, the Senate would probably confirm Merrick Garland, Obama's pick for the Supreme Court, as Clinton would probably renominate him, not wanting to fight for a more liberal judge in front of the Republican-controlled Senate. Garland is moderate, inoffensive, and easy for Senate Republicans to give up a few votes to confirm. As far as taxes are concerned, any tax bill that a Republican Congress passed will need to be less helpful to the very rich if they wanted Clinton to sign it. However, it is unlikely that they would compromise with Clinton and would likely spend much of the first year investigating her time at the State Department or trying to find any improprieties within her White House. When it comes to healthcare, the Clinton administration would make sure that they encouraged as many people as possible to sign up for health insurance, not capitulating to any Republican demands to undermine the Affordable Care Act. And as a main proponent for it in the 90s, she would put a lot of pressure on Congress to renew the Children's Health Insurance Program. When it comes to immigration and border security, there would not be a decrease in illegal border crossings that we have seen in Trump's first year, because the rhetoric which may have contributed to this dip would not be there. A Clinton administration would probably agree that there needs to be more border security, but she would not end the DACA program that allowed hundreds of thousands of young undocumented people to stay in the country. So along with border security, she would push for stronger protections for these and other such people. The Clinton administration would also not have banned people from Muslim-majority countries, as Trump has tried to do multiple times now. On the minimum wage, the Clinton administration would likely not make raising the minimum wage a priority, but would occasionally make speeches on the importance of giving people a raise to put pressure on Congress and encourage states with Democratic governments to raise their state minimum wage. On energy and the environment, the United States would have remained in the Paris Agreement, the international agreement aimed at combating climate change. The Clinton administration would have continued to be a leader in this area, with an EPA that believes in its role of combating climate change. On foreign policy, Clinton would have continued to strengthen the relationship that Obama started with Cuba. On Jerusalem, Clinton would have continued the decades-long convention of not acknowledging Jerusalem as Israel's capital, and rather keeping it as an issue for negotiation talks between Israel and the Palestinians. No major world issue would have challenged Clinton yet. Most of Clinton's first year would be protecting Obama's legacy and maintaining the world status quo. There would be no major embarrassments internationally, no condemnations from the United Nations, and people around the globe would have maintained confidence in the US presidency.